In this section, we're going to be constructing linear models using a set of data points. And this line that we're coming up with is called a regression line because you're using a whole bunch of points, not just 2 points to write the equation of a line, but a whole bunch of points. And what's going to happen is with all of these points, we're going to draw in the best line that kind of goes through all the points or as close to all the points as it can. And that line is going to be called our regression line. We're going to use the calculator to help us out, the graphing calculator. And the steps that we need, if you're using a TI-83 or 84, are here. If you're using another calculator, you are going to probably have to do a Google search on how to type in a linear regression equation into your calculator. With our example, we have egg yolks as our input variable, X, if you will, and cholesterol as our output variable, which is Y. And you can see how they're all kind of scattered here. What our calculator is going to attempt to do is draw in a line that kind of goes through equal distance, missing, some of the points, but trying to fit in a line between all of those points. And when it does, it's going to calculate using linear regression, our slope and our y-intercept. Now your calculator will probably say A is slope and B is the y-intercept. So with your calculator, let me pull mine up here. I've got mine turned on. So I'm going to go into the Stat menu right here, go into Edit, so just press Enter, and this will allow me to type in the points. So my L1 are my X's, and the L2 are my Y values. So I've got 0, and then just hit Enter. And I can type in the next X value, or I can scoot over and type in my corresponding Y value. And then just press Enter. All right, so you're just typing in all of your X's versus all of your Y's. Okay, so I've got 0, 1. I'm just going to hit all my X's in here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2s, 3, 2 4s, 6 and a 7. Right, now I'm going to scoot over. And I can scroll up. I've already got the 0, 0 in, so I'm going to go, I'm at 24 and 51. And 182. Okay, so once I have all my values typed in, I go back to Stat, move over to Calculate. Whoops, where'd my little guy go here? Nope. There it is. Scoot over to Calculate. And I want to go down to linear regression, L-I-N-R-E-G, where it's AX plus B, or you can just press the number 4. And on my calculator, I just have to hit Enter once. On newer calculators, you may have to press Enter a couple of times, all the way down to the word Calculate, and then hit Enter again. And I see that my A is 23 point, and then there's a bunch of digits after that, 93 whatever. And then 12.1 with a bunch of digits after that. For this problem, though, they ask for your linear regression model to be rounded to the nearest tenth, which means 1 decimal place. Call this equation y sub 1. So my y sub 1 equals, right, and if I go back to my calculator, one decimal place, I look to the second decimal place and see if it's 5 or higher. If not, I stick with the number I see. So 23.9 is my A value that's in front of the X. And then I look back at my y-intercept, 12.1. I look to the digit right next to it to see if I need to round it up or not. And again, 0 isn't bigger than or equal to 5, so I stick with 12.1. And that's your equation. You can pick out your slope, which is 23.9 approximately, and your y-intercept, which is 12.1.